Welcome back, guys. We got two more examples to work with, example 4 and 5 on this lesson handout. Let's get right into it. Let's not waste any time. So kind of similar thing going on here. We got the x equals -1. So we want to make sure that you know what that is now, right? X plus 1. Always bring that over. Now, we're going to treat those square roots kind of similar to the i's. Now, what we're going to do is if we have x equals 2 minus the square root of 3, then I am going to want to bring the non-square root part over. All right, just the non-square root part is going to be x minus 2. And that's going to be equal to the negative square root of 3. And just like i's, anytime you have like a radical, if there's a negative, there's going to be a positive with it. So you can really think of that as 2 plus or minus the square root of 3. So don't worry about the sign, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to say x minus 2, drop the negative, and we're going to just square both sides. So we're going to square the x minus 2, just like we squared whatever in the last problem it was. And we're going to also square this radical symbol. Now, the nice thing about squaring square root is those cancel each other out. So the square root of something, like if I just square root something that's been squared, that's just going to leave me what's underneath the square root symbol. So that's going to that's just going to be 3. And of course, this is going to be x minus 2 times x minus 2, which is going to be x squared minus 2x minus 2x plus 4. So we're going to x squared minus 4x plus 4. And that's just equal to plain old 3. And so now we're going to take that 3 away, get that equal to 0. And we have x squared minus 4x plus 1. And now that that's equal to 0, again, I have everything ready to go. This is x plus 1. Those are going to get multiplied together. I don't have any multiplicities to worry about. So let's go ahead and box that together and get our solution. If you want to try this on your own, you can pause the video and see what you get before I work it out. I always encourage you to try these too, because you can't really learn math by copying. You really got to kind of get into it and try the problems yourself. So here we go. All right, guys, this is going to be x cubed, negative 4x squared, x squared, negative 4x, and 1. And my like terms are going to be x cubed. These combine to negative 3x squared. Let's see, these combine to negative 3x. And finally, plus 1. So that is your solution. So take a minute to pause, write that solution down. Go on to number 5. If you want to try number 5 on your own, be my guest. I'll work it out and explain it thoroughly. But here it is. So if you want to try this on your own, pause the video and unpause it, and you can watch me work it out. All right, here we go, guys. Last problem of the lesson. So we're combining our i's, our irrationals with the square roots and our imaginaries with the i's. So there's just a lot to go on here. But the thing I want to stress is just get the real part over. So like x minus 1, this is a minus 3, so I'm going to say plus 3. So really just focus on that part. X minus 1 equals negative 3i. Remember, this is a plus or minus. And then x plus 3, here, I'll split that up, is equal to the square root of 5. And again, that's a plus or minus. So if I'm writing this, I am going to ignore the negative with that 3, just say 3i. This one doesn't have the negative because it was already positive. And you want to square everything. The goal is to get rid of the i's, to get rid of the square roots. So we do that by squaring. So that's going to be x minus 1 squared. And I'm going to go ahead and just say that's going to be x squared minus 2x plus 1. You should be a little bit more comfortable now squaring a binomial. This is going to be 9i squared This is going to be x squared plus 6x plus 9 equals 5. Now remember, I squared is -1. I squared is -1, so it's going to be really -9. So now we can add the 9 over. That's going to give you 10. We can subtract the 5. That's going to give you 4. And now we have our two expressions ready to multiply. X squared minus 2x plus 10. And x squared plus 6x plus 4. Now these are both big expressions, so we're going to make a 3x3 box. We haven't done one this big in a while. So this one, you just got to be very careful, keep track of your terms, use a calculator for some of those big numbers. It will help you. So let's see what we can get. If you got to this point, you want to try it on your own, pause the video again. Always encourage that. X squared plus 6x plus 4, x squared minus 2x plus 10. All right, here we go. So that's going to be x to the 4th power, 6x cubed, 4x squared, negative 2x cubed, negative 12x squared, negative 8x, 10x squared, 6dx, and 40. Did I do all those right? I believe they're good. Let's combine some like terms. Looks like I got those two. Oh, these are diagonal. That's nice. So we'll add all those up together and we should have one big old expression to finish up this problem. So we're going to have x to the 4th power. That's going to be 6 and negative 2, so 4x cubed. 10 and negative 12 is negative 2, plus 4 is going to be 2x squared, 2x squared. 60, negative 8, 52. And finally, rounding it out at the end, last but not least, our constant term, 40. Guys, we made it through. A lot of work on this, a lot of multiplying, but you persevered. I appreciate you. Try the assignment, the practice assignment, 3.6, and let your teacher know if you have any questions, anything we worked on today. Make sure you ask them in class. Have a great day, guys.